Hey guys, Matthew here. So today I want to introduce you guys to project BHH, which is going to be project bricking Headhunters. Basically, what we're going to be doing with this project, the goal is to get a double implicit on a headhunter, which means we're going to throw some headhunters in the altar of corruption in the temple. And we're going to solo self-found these pretty much. Well, not really, but kind of, in a sense that everything we're going to get is basically going to be from burial chambers, and all the currency and returns we get is going to be put into turning those into exalts, and then turning the exalts into doctor cards for more headhunters until we actually vow one with a double implicit. So I thought about doing that with my currency that I had right now, and then working off of that with the start. So I could have started with like 3, 4, 5 headhunters already, but I decided actually I wanted to start from scratch. So the currency at the start is 50 Alex, as you can see, and like unlimited maps because I have a map tab already with a hell of a lot of burial chambers in there already. So I'm not probably never really gonna run out of burial chambers, even I could go. So that's not a big problem. This project though is going to be heavily documented compared to the other one. Since this is a map and not a zone, I can actually use Map Watch, which is going to be able to give us both the amount of maps I run in the day or in a session, as well as how long I'm taking for every map. So I will be running with my 15% quantity string of servitude to start off, but after a few days, if I feel like I'm going pretty slow in my maps, I might actually switch that out for a headhunter, just to get the clear to be way faster, and then we'll see if 15% quantity is actually worth more than a headhunter in terms of returns. Obviously, it's going to be a decently small sample size, but if I do like 100, 150 maps a day for 3 days, that's almost 500 maps, so it starts being a decent sample size. So maybe I won't have to switch to Headhunter if I feel the time spent to clear maps. If I'm around 2 minutes per map with 15% quantity, I think I'll probably keep it. If I'm around the 210, 215, 220 per map, then I might actually switch over to a Headhunter because I'm pretty sure I can clear in like 1 minute 20, 1 minute 30 with a Headhunter, given, no breach, no abyss, none of these. I will be doing abyss. I will be actually doing the holes as well, so I'll be going in the abyss to do those, to do the bosses. I will also be doing breaches, and I'll be doing basically everything. I'm going to do everything that's possible to get in the map. I'm going to be doing temples. Rooms I'm going to prioritize are obviously going to be the same as always. Currency room, gem room, tempest room, vow room, the corruption one, and that's about the ones, pretty much the ones I always go for. Actually, Strongbox Room might be pretty good since we're back in maps. Strongbox Room was actually very fucking disgusting. Oh, sorry about my language. Very, very disgusting when it came to Blood Aqueducts. Uh, the Strongbox Room gave me nothing in Blood Aqueducts. Even if I rolled them perfectly and stuff, it just gave me nothing because there was just not much quantity on base, since it's just a zone and not an actual map. So that was really, really bad. So maybe going back to Burial Chambers is going to fix that, and we're actually going to be getting some decent some decent strong boxes in the strongbox room. I don't really care about either any of the room that augment the boss or any of the rooms, like the tormented spirit room. I believe is complete garbage and waste of time. And there's another few. Basically, yeah, everything that adds like quantity or mobs to the map, I don't care about, and anything that adds stuff to the boss, I don't care about either. Because it is, like I said, level 70, like a level 70 map, which means even if you get the level 3 rooms that give you like a powerful item or whatever, and you get something like the super items with, for example, like T1 res with percent of fire damage, uh, taking his life, or whatever the hell the mods are, it stays in eye level 70, which means when you regal it and when you augment it and stuff like that, it's never going to roll like other T1s. So it's basically a waste of time to even go for those, which is why I'm not prioritizing them. But if you're doing like high tier temples, I would always go for those because you have the like the possibility of making mirror tier items with stats that nobody else can get other than on these bases. And since these bases are super rare, crafting on them is like way harder, which means like you have possibility of making some like insane items. But in an eye level 70 zone, not worth it. So yeah, that's going to be it for the project. What we're going to be doing, basically just farming some headhunters, as we've always done, pretty much every league, honestly. Pretty glad to be back in, burial chambers. Blood aqueducts was fun, but man, it was getting a little bit, boring at the end of it, and also just the spike in mirror, like the cost of mirrors, is what pretty much made the project go to shit, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Hopefully, this project is better in the end. Hopefully, we actually get some decent stuff whenever we do get a double implicit on a headhunter. If we're super lucky and we get like the first one we do to get a double implicit and it's complete garbage, for example, like percent dex and intelligence, and then like I don't know, what else is a bad one? Like some aura or something, like grants level 21 grace or whatever the hell. I'm probably just going to keep going and vow more until we get another double implicit that's maybe a little bit more interesting. But if we vow like 3 and the fourth one we get is a double implicit and it's bad, then the project is still going to be ended there. Because I'm not going to spend, 3 years in burial chambers. I do have other things still that I want to do after this project. So we're hoping it's going to take 3 to 4. I'm hoping 3, 4, or 5 until we get a double implicit and then just end the project there. It should take basically a few weeks. So that's going to be it for the video. Like I said, this is going to be heavily documented compared to the other one, so you can actually be looking forward to having some pretty decent stats in both terms of time, drops, things of that nature, and just currency returns as well in general. So that's going to be it for the video. It's going to be it for me. It's going to be Matthew signing out. Until the next one, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you're looking forward to this project, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.